What's up, boys? How we feeling? How we doing? I hope today's a wonderful day for you. You want to know why? Because today it's rainy. Let me show you. It's just a shitty-ish day out. I know, dude, the view's really nice. But problem is my setup is outside, so my workout has to technically wait, which means I'm going to have to get creative out here, which is fine, right? This is what we do. We're the natural Crusaders. You think you're going to let a little bit of rain get in the way of my destiny? Absolutely not. But today's a good video because a lot of you guys be talking a lot of shit on chicken. And I'm sick and tired of the shit talk on chicken. Bro, I can't have chicken breasts or chicken tenderloin because it's dry. Bro, obviously it matters how you're cooking it, but even more importantly possibly is the way you're actually marinating and seasoning it. And the way I season is going to give you the best of both things. I'm going to get some anti-inflammatory properties ingested into the system, but on top of it, it's going to taste absolutely phenomenal. But we're going to lay it down. First things first, we're going to have to cut up our chicken. Problem is most of you jabronis be leaving your chicken like this to cook. That's your problem. You don't want to do that, bro. First things first, you're going to take a knife, right? Some of you can cut with, and you're going to take your chicken and you're going to throw it down. It's really important. Take it like this, and you throw it down like a gentleman. That's what I'm talking about. I'm playing around with angles as if I'm Steven Spielberg out here, if that's the guy's name. All I'm going to do is just cut it into diced out pieces, just like this. Boom. That's it. That's the first step. So I'm just going to do this, and you guys might see this whole thing. You might not. I don't know. Maybe I decided to leave it all in there. Cut it in half, and boom. Boom. You know, part of the reason why I like to cut it this way is because the way it cooks is just a lot cleaner. It's a lot cleaner of a cook. I'm putting them a little bit smaller than normal, but I'm kind of feeling it this way. It just makes it easier just to put down. You know what I mean? And put down doesn't mean like, oh, I'm just trying to get chicken in. But it tastes a lot better the smaller the circumference is, at least from what I've noticed. Usually I like to, if I had a grill, which I don't have a grill right now, I was told that there was a grill, but straight up, that is not a grill. I actually might take you guys outside just to show you. After I cut this, I'm going to show you outside actually. I made the decision. But it's not a grill. It's basically like I have to start fire, like I'm basically in prehistoric human times. It's just like, no, dude, like obviously I know I can make a fire, but that's not a grill. A grill is like a Weber. I'm trying to fire that sucker up, get them up to about 500, bada boom, bada bang. I mean, easy as 1, 2, 3. A lot of you guys are probably like, well, Uncle Rami, you know, how much should I be eating in one sitting? Bro, one at a time. I'm trying to teach you how to eat chicken that's actually enjoyable, because once that's locked in, every other part of the equation becomes a ton easier. You start looking forward to the chicken you're eating. And a lot of people also, I notice, they'll cut off like the cartilage on it, or like the weird little stuff, like the fat. Don't do that. That's good for you. Cartilage is fantastic for you. That's tendon, baby. Actually, it's something I want to get into is making more stews, because really good to eat tendons for you. Even on just like a minuscule biological level, it's really good for you, especially amongst people who train hard. And I know if you're on this page, you're definitely training. I mean, if you're not training and you're on here, first off, what the hell are we doing here? Second, actually, I'd be kind of curious. How many people do not train that just watch my videos? It'd be interesting. It's not like I have a gigantic audience of people that are like, Uncle Rami, we love you. Because no one loves me, you know? Nobody loves me. Everyone's like, Uncle Ram, you're the GOAT. You don't actually feel that way. You know who you like? Losers. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. You guys are seeing the weird parts of my personality. I just be shitting on people. But, okay. And also you can get a little fancy with it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it. Cut up the chicken just like this. Boom. Then you're going to take a fat bowl, right? Yeah, I'm using a nicer bowl for the video. Sue me. Take it all here, throw it right there. You want to hear the slop too. You want to hear it just, yeah, just like that. Boom. All right, I'm going to show you guys the fake grill outside. Wash your hands. Don't be nasty. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wash. You gotta wash your hands. Uncle Rami, they didn't look very thorough. All right, bro. I'm not saying you gotta be a germaphobe. Just, you know, get a little bit of soap on them hands. That's all you need. Okay. Beautiful view outside. Unfortunately, it is a bit rainy. Started to dry up. Maybe I gotta smash. Probably should smash some arms afterwards, you know, because that's what I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna smash arms today. That way, maybe I take the equipment inside and, you know, show you. But this is the grill. That's not a grill, dude. That's, in what world is that a grill? There's no way. It sticks in some stone. I'm gonna have to go out in the wild and I'm gonna have to hunt for some sticks. And yeah, of course, I could make the fire, but it's not the same. Like, a grill's gotta have that charcoal and stuff, and it don't. So, that's some bullshit. That's one thing I'm going to say. Because I was looking forward to grilling with you guys. I was literally just going to be on a grill. And that ain't the case. Whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. All right. Now gets into the seasoning portion, which is why you're here. First things first. You're going to grab yourself some olive oil. And I don't like to even put a lot of olive oil. The reason why I do is because it sticks. When I go to put the seasonings in, it allows it to just marinate in there. So I'm not even putting that much. I'm honestly just putting a drizzle just enough to just collect. That's it. Maybe I overdid it. But that's how it's going to look. Like I said, I overdid it a little bit, but who cares? It's olive oil. It's good for you. So now what I like to do with seasonings, understand this when it comes to seasonings. Use your smell. Because you can get real fancy with the way you're doing stuff. Real fancy. And you know, I know something today, I might get extra fancy. You're going to be like, Rami, I don't even know if this stuff makes sense. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, let's do that. I'm not going to do. You want to know something? Screw it. I'm going to show you guys some cool stuff. All right. First things first, salt. Like a gentleman. I would prefer doing, you know, like a pink Himalayan or sea salt. This is what I have at the crib. I think this is sea salt. Understand, I don't speak Turkish, so I don't really know. So that's where we're at. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some black pepper. Just because we're gentlemen, and gentlemen use black pepper. Salt and pepper, you know. Then from there, I'm going to put some anti-inflammatory properties. Turmeric doesn't really taste like anything. It honestly doesn't. But I sprinkle it because if you put it with the black pepper, we unlock a lot of the anti-inflammatory benefits. So why is anti-inflammatory important? Honestly, couldn't tell you. Just kidding. But it's important because then our bodies can recover better. If we hold a lot of inflammation, our body has a problem with recovery. Even when it comes to performance inside the gym, those things are very important. Cajun, spicy, because I like spice. If you don't like spicy, then don't do it. Simple as that. And then I have these like hot pepper flakes. Just like that. You want to know something? I'm going to sprinkle right on top, just like that. Give it a nice little color. I mean, turmeric's more for color and health benefits as previously explained. And then we have this thing called cumin, which is cumin. I'm a man of the people, so I'm just going to throw that on top. Do you see how none of this stuff, like smells fantastic. I think that would work along with what I did. This is where the smell, ooh, that's fresh mint. That's dried mint. Dried mint, just a little bit on top, just like that. Boom, just like that. Now, another thing that I actually do sometimes is I'll put honey. And for the sake of this video, I will put honey on here. And all I do is just sprinkle it right on top. Just like that. You'll be surprised at how the honey really makes a difference. And notice I'm eyeballing all this. Just eyeball it. You know what I mean? You don't got to be crazy. How many tablespoons and teaspoons? We don't do things that way. We operate off gut instinct on this page. Now you understand the way I do one thing is the way I do everything. It's gut instinct. Because now look what we got. This beautiful bowl Look at that gorgeous bowl. Because now guess what we do from here? Now usually I get my hands nice and dirty, but the turmeric really likes to stick on your fingers. And honestly, I'm not trying to wash it off because yesterday I had a, what's it called? Oh, I had like some dragon fruit and it was purple and it's still in my fingers. Honestly, it's still in my fingers. You can see it, it's after a lot of washes. You can see it's a little bit tinty. Uncle Rami, I don't see anything. Yeah, honestly, I didn't see anything either, but point is it's stuck on there, and I wasn't a fan. I'm not trying to deal with that today. I'm not sitting there. I got too much shit to do to be washing my hands for 5 hours. You know what I mean? I got YouTube videos to put out. We got business to take care of. I mean, because things don't happen on accident, you know? And at the end of the day, we're just here seasoning up some chicken, right? So, look at that little Bobby Flay. Someone asked me, why do I mention Bobby Flay? He has psyoped me. I guess just like maybe the Food Network growing up or whatever. Not something I really watch. I don't really watch TV, to be honest. But when I think of cooking, I think of Bobby Flay. Rachel Ray, you know, didn't she have that one series where she was like, yeah, we make meals in 30 seconds or less or some bullshit like that, which is just cap, you know. You can't be cutting to commercial and saying all that because, you know, she's doing a lot of shit in the background. So, you know, that's just cap. Anyways, who am I to say? 80 minutes or less, whatever. And all you want to do, by the way, when we're mixing is you want to just make sure the color is consistent. Like, not one piece of chicken is more seasoned than the next. So you're just going to sit here and just do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. Now it's consistent all the way through. And one thing you can do to test it out in terms of how you did, does it smell like something you'd want to eat? And yeah, honestly, I'm ready to eat. I'm starving. But as you guys know, I do not eat unless I have trained. And we'll get into more videos on this stuff. Especially if you're interested, drop it down. What I can do is I'll just have a meal and talk to you guys through the meal. Because honestly, I'm at my best when there's food there. I'm a food guy. You know, it just gives me this energy that is unlike anything. You know, I'm probably the happiest that I'll ever be during my meals. Or right after a lift. You know, just because you're pumped up, you feel good. You're like, man, I did it. That's more of a proud thing. But in terms of just pure pleasure, food is pleasure. It's absolutely pleasure. Look at that. Look at that freaking, oh, you can't even see it. Look at that beauty. Look at it. Gorgeous, glistening. Like I said, I put a little bit too much oil. But, you know, who cares? Doesn't really matter. Because then what I'll do from here is I'm probably going to not probably. When I'm talking about probably, I'm thinking about how I'm going to cook it. I'm either going to hit the air fryer, but realistically, I think I'm gonna do a pan fry. No doubt about that. You don't even need oil with that because that's what the marination is for itself. You just lay it down, boom, a little bit of flippies. You know, maybe I show you guys a flippy. All I do from here is I take it, open up the refrigerator, throw it right on top, boom. And guess what? As I want it, what am I gonna do? What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to cook it as I want it. And another thing you can do, and this is for free because I love you guys, but you can have chicken in the freezer, and then when you're ready to pull it out, check this out. I showed you guys too, so you already saw what happens from the package once it thaws out. Just showed it to you. And when you're done, you could just throw it right in the freezer with the marination. And that way when you go to pull it out, it's ready to rock and roll. That is how you play the game. Then on top of that, I've got some fishes, locked and loaded, steaks, ready to rock and roll. Because guess what? As soon as I run out of the steaks down here, and this is how you guys need to have it set up. I have a couple more packages, but here, I know I'm going to run this every single day for the next 5 days or so, right? So, if I see on that 4th day, I'm like, oh, I only have 1 steak left, I'm going to pull out a couple more packages. That's how you do it. That way it's easy. I'm not thinking about how to meal prep. My meal preps are in bulk. You mind shutting up? I'm in the middle of a video. Rude. Anyways, but that's how you got to do it. If you do it that way, it makes dieting the easiest thing ever. Notice I don't have anything in my refrigerator that I would not want to eat. You keep it literally, you almost have a grocery store inside your own house. And what's great about it is you only have to buy in bulk once, and then from there, you're just supplementing. Oh, you happen to be at the store, you happen to be here. You want to know something? I'll grab a few more packages of steaks. I'll grab a few more packages of chicken, of fish, whatever. Point is, as soon as it's ready to go, guess what? I don't have to be like, shit, I got to go to the store. I'm not doing that. I'm going to my freezer, pulling it out, bada boom, bada bang. That's how I'm able to eat to my goals so easy. I probably have to be, in terms of people online that talk about fitness, health, regardless. You guys know, we're an eclectic page. We talk about a lot of stuff. But I like to keep it centered around this stuff because it's probably most helpful. It's step one to getting to where we want to go. So we got to nail down step one. But a part of it is what we do with our health is where the magic is. You build up your health, your physical fitness, you get strong, you get all of it. Aesthetic, whatever your goals are. And then we take that and we move it towards the real part of our life. The life that we actually want to build for ourselves. That's the sequencing that has worked for me, and that's what I'm sharing with you guys. But the way we do it is super important. The more complex and the more steps, that's why I hate counting calories. That's why I refuse to count calories. There will be no calculator in my life that tells me I'm allowed to eat this, I'm not allowed to eat that. That's bullshit. 100% bullshit. I'm not dealing with that whatsoever. So when I do it this way, that's why I don't count calories. I just make sure I'm eating the right foods. That's why in my head, you know, I know something. Unless I train, I'm not going to eat. You know, that's why I train 7 days a week, because I like to eat 7 days a week, right? Maybe some days, like, you know what, I'm gonna go on a fast. That's a different ball game. I'm starting to get a little bit left, right, and center here. Let's stay on topic. Point is this is how I make it sustainable. I 100% sink the least amount of time into how I think about my diet, how I think about training, because eventually you want it to be an automated process. This is something that we do. You're naturally just on autopilot of just moving up your weights when you lift, of eating the right foods. And that way everything's right here. I don't got to think twice. Oh, I'm running low on cumin. Just get some cumin. You know what I mean? Like, I like having things in bulk for that reason. I'd rather have the grocery store inside my own house. I know what you're thinking, bro, I can't afford all that. You're having to buy that anyways. You might as well just stick the bill one time, make it work, because we all can make it work. Let's be real. It's inconvenient for you. It's not something you're comfortable with. But I wasn't comfortable with lifting weights the first time I did it. And then eventually you're like, no, dude, lifting weights is good for you. I'm telling you, it applies the same exact principle to this. Having a grocery store in your house, and obviously it's not like I have the craziest big freezer ever. I don't, but I have plenty. And now as I want more stuff, I can just kind of supplement. And then it makes it a ton easier, right? That's the game. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I hope this is well worth your time. You guys know the deal. If you like this page, subscribe. I don't know, by the way. I don't know if I actually want to start saying that. Someone told me, like, Ram, you need to start saying that. Not like anybody that's, like, high up. It's just, like, basically, like, fans of the page. Like, you got to tell people to subscribe. I'm like, does that shit actually work? Like, I feel like you would just do it if it was a good enough video. But regardless, subscribe if you do like the channel. Leave a like or a comment. But the comments is something I actually always ask for. Just because that way I can give you guys better and better stuff. You know what I mean? Obviously, a like makes it clear, like, I like this video. But comments allow me to get some, you know, qualitative reasoning going on. That helps me help you. So help me to help you. But anyways, I love you guys very much. From the Natural Crusader, Uncle Rami out. Peace. Maybe we go this way. Problem is, you're not going to be able to see me. This is a pain in the ass.